We get things going again.
Well, things just haven't quite clicked, Peter, have they? They're behind and they deserve to be, but they've had a chance to reboot now, so we'll see how they come out at the start of the second half.
Kubo. Kagawa. Nicely weighted ball. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better, though. The final ball was very poor.
Upamecano, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
This is the time you need that pace.
Space for him to turn and look. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Can he get on the end of this?
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
It's loose now. Has another go! He shifted it to the flank, and the counter is on. That has been slung wide. Oh, that's fabulous. Shot a goal!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Now there's a fine ball. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. And he plays one through. Dembele picks it up out wide. Cross, shapes to shoot! Well taken goal. His utter joy. He engages with absolute happiness. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
France are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. Not getting too much time on the ball here, that is good pressing. Yamakawa. And it's Kagawa. Endo. Great vision. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
It's a good foot in there. Ito. Kagawa. Can he spark a counter here? Lovely pass, but can he get there? Stood up well to him there. Threads one in.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Kagawa. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Aimed beyond the defence. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper.
There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a rut.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
That ball looks a good one. He is through here. That's tidy. Now it's Dembele. That's a throw.
Substitution for Japan. Number 13.
Oh, good steal, he just read it.
Number 11. Kubo. Number 38. Maida. Number 17.
Just 5 minutes left.
Number 14.
He's got away.
Number 27. Number 9. Number
Can he
18.
get it through? Great chance! It's a goal! It had to come! It just had to come! He had to have his say! He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Not even a hint of hesitation. That is such a cool finish.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Well, they may be down, but they're in no mood to go quietly. Oh, easy pickings there. Wriggles his way through. Minamino. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Japan suffer a humiliating defeat, and if that weren't painful enough, there's all the analysis and scrutiny to come. It was a poor show all round.
Those of you making their
Your
way
reflections
home on
then, Jim?
public
Well,
transportation
look, it was
today,
very
please watch the
one-sided.
screen
Their
to
players
train
didn't turn up
above
for the
time.
front.
Well, the next couple of hours or so will be critical in deciding their
Hello,
ultimate
everybody,
fate.
and welcome to
Having
today's
made their
match.
intentions clear at the start of all this, now they have the chance to make it happen. It is all eyes forward and full steam ahead. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. We're up and running then. Who do you, Jim, see making a difference here?
Well, Peter, the explosive Ousmane Dembele is a very interesting player. And praised by many for his game-changing qualities. His showboating and confidence has won him a lot of admirers, and he can be a real force if he can add consistency to all of that talent.
Yeah, the easiest way to make a difference. Goes for a shot! And needless to say, that deserved better.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And he's lost his man here. And he's there to get it away. And he skips past his man. Maida receives it in a good position here. Maida! Goal! Japan! And just like that, he's into double figures now.
Number 38.
Japan have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Well, that's got this place bouncing. Just listen to the noise all around us. Now they have all of this positive energy to feed off.
Ball's gone out of play. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. And it's Tchouaméni. Conte, out towards the flank. Ball swung in.
Japan are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp, chasing non-stop, running after lost causes.
Yeah, and you need a lot of movement up front if you're going to make it work.
Cherki. Olise. Oh, nice touch. He's on it, can shoots! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Shifted it to the flank. Tanaka. Oh. Big chance! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Crosses it in. Cleared away. And that has left him in a heap. Tanaka.
You have to expect that from everyone now.
Cherki. That is Conte. He's looking wide. Oh, the less said about that pass, the better. Cherki. Cherki. For Olise. Very nearly half an hour gone here. And he's quick to return it. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Looking for a runner. Mbappe was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. And he's chosen to go back. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Kagawa. Mitoma is wide and looking to get onto this. He's shifting through the gears here.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. He's a sharp little ball here. Ball's played through.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement.
There's the shot! Gusto. Cherki.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Can he get on the end of this? Oh, couldn't quite catch up to that. Now it's Kubo. Kagawa. Maida. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. The referee's come over. It's a red card. France are down to 10 men.
Well, talk about being caught between a rock and a hard place. I don't think he had much choice there, although he's paid for it.
Kubo taking charge of the dead ball. Well, that's a chance, surely! And that's in! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. What a moment of brilliance. Control and perfect accuracy.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up. You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind.
It's Maida! Relentless! Just relentless! And they're threatening to fly away here. And a trademark. And that is all they have time for. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will.
Japan absolutely dominated that half, Peter, and now it's all about game management. There's no need to overstretch themselves. Just stay calm and see this one out.
Japan, seemingly the only team to have turned up here. It is 3-0 at the break. We're on the move again. It's a pretty loose pass. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Cherki. Mbappe. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. He's been bundled over, that is a foul. And he is going into that little black book.
Well, you either commit a foul and take one for the team, or just stand by and concede a potential goal. It's not a great choice, Peter, but I think I do the former in that position.
Cherki is behind this one. This then an ideal chance to cut the deficit. Kagawa. Maida on a hat-trick. What do you think that'll mean to him, Jim?
I think it'll mean a huge amount to him.
Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. Well, there is concern on the faces of the players standing around him here. So seemingly that was deemed a denial of a clear goal-scoring opportunity.
Well, it's never nice to see something like that, is it? But that's what it says in the letter of the law. He's got to go.
So Japan have a free kick. Now this could... He's had a shot! And yes, it's there! This day becomes absolutely perfect. Utterly ideal. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead. And how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
Japan are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. And he's managed to get free. Now, oh, he's been caught on it here. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. He's found some space. Oh, he's trying to skip past his man. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Looking for the run. Shot could be on. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Steaming on goalwards. And they're quick to get it back. Oh, it's a great ball here. And it's Kagawa. Cherky producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Stood up well to him there. Kagawa. That's an imaginative pass. Oh, that's clever. He has found the way through.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Olise. Olise! Brought out the best in the keeper.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
France with the corner. They're first. Japan have the chance to go the other way. And it's been played through. Oh, that's fabulous. Upamecano. Olise. Can he get it through? He's in plenty of space here. Oh, super ball. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Not the most accurate pass. Now it's Kubo. Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given penalty. Japan presented with a golden opportunity here. The chance to pull further clear. managed to miss it.
A cool head was needed there, and we got anything but.
Some resolute defending there. Oh, just skips past his man. Maida. And now they can clear their lines. And it's made its way to him. Well, that's beautifully weighted. He's picked his way through. This looks promising. He is through here. And the shot! Oh, that's well done, really robust.
Has been indicated.
Maida. Well, hello and welcome to you all on this opening day. Two teams, each seeking the perfect pick-me-up start at the expense of each other. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So that's got things underway.
Modern football is full of power, pace and physicality. But there's a player out there who's managed to avoid the helter-skelter and play a game of purity.
It's Vieri! That's unlucky, just wouldn't come down.
Oh, he got lots of power behind that, just couldn't quite get it on target.
He won't be happy with that one. That's a nicely shaped ball. He's picked his way through. Roberto Baggio with the cross. Endo with the clearance. He's had a shot! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
I'm really impressed with the tenacity he's shown to intercept that. That's how they're going to make things happen.
Mitoma. Endo, Donatoni, Pirlo, Endo, and he's been shifted off it, gives it back, and it's Endo. Kubo, he's in a good position here. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Great ball, and he's in, and a chance! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
That's very neat.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Turns back here, probably the best option. Donatoni. And here's Vieri. Endo did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Oh, that's fabulous. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Great vision. And he cuts out the supply. Endo.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
That's an imaginative pass. Vieri is in a really good position out wide. And it's De Rossi. It's a good-looking delivery. Yoshida gets it away.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope. They've certainly set out to cause a problem or two down that left flank. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. Really aren't convincing right now. It has to start in defence, but the whole team needs a wake-up call.
Endo. Italy are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go back to front as quickly as possible, Peter. Of course, once the ball has been won.
Yeah, balls over the top, long diagonals, that's the plan. Maldini is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Kagawa. And Endo.
That's really good energy, Peter, the way they defend from the front.
Now that looks a decent ball. And the counter can be on now for Japan. Space for him to turn and look. He is through here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. A goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. DiMarco. Donatoni. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Just 5 minutes left until the break. He steps in, and that's the end of that. He's found the way through.
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
And that is the end of the first half. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. So very little to report. Nothing indeed in terms of goals scored.
It's not a bad game by any means, Peter, but it definitely needs an injection of some invention, creativity. There's so much you can do with all that industry by just adding a little bit of skill.
So both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. So the first half brought no goals. Ito cuts it out. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And here's Baggio. Has crossed into the middle.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
Not the most convincing of passes. Kagawa. Good ball, good take. Engages and forces him off the ball. Oh, there's a probing ball. Looking for the run. He's in plenty of space here. This looks promising. Goes for a shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Goes long and straight. Toma. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Chance! And he hits the net. The first significant strike. It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Italy have fired themselves in front.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside.
Italy appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
And it's De Rossi. Pirlo gets into a good position. Cleared without hesitation. Oh, that's nice. DiMarco puts them all in. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Big chance to get at them. Toma. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably, and I mean considerably.
And that is expertly dealt with. Mitoma. Ito kept his eye on it, and he's there. Mitoma currently being consciously targeted.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Japan have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
He's had a shot! And that would have been game, set and match.
De Rossi really can't believe it. He let the opposition off the hook there, and he knows it all too well.
Sostituzione per l'Italia. Numero 5.
So we have movement on
Numero
both
7.
benches.
Numero 8. Numero 20. Pirlo. Numero 16. De Rossi.
Kagawa.
Lasciano il campo per
Endo.
il numero 21. Filippo Inzaghi. Il numero 9. Totti. Il numero 22. Il numero 4.
Japan really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Tries one from range. He pondered over it, and that goes down as a chance missed.
Look, if they're going to counter, it has to be pacier and much more decisive.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And the pass is intercepted. Japan could be just about done here.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to. Japan really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Totti! And it's in! And that should do it! Within sight of the finish line. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Well, from a defensive perspective, Peter, that's a really poor one to give away. Yes, the movement was very good, but the defence made it way too easy.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Italy have surely won it, or so you would think.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, that was a frustrating game. They were, at times, cohesive, very capable, but undone by an opponent who simply did a better job. Any reflections on what you've seen? Well, the next couple of hours or so will be critical in deciding their ultimate fate. Having made their intentions clear at the start of all this, now they have the chance to make it happen. It is all eyes forward and full steam ahead. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. We are just getting started.
We all know what Xavi's game is about, Peter, but that doesn't help when it comes to trying to stop him.
Extraordinary, really, because he's never had to rely on pace or on strength.
No, his game is all about finding and exploiting space and knowing the landscape around him, and he's just brilliant at creating goals and scoring them.
Yeah, he just seems to have all the time in the world on the ball.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Looking for options for movement. Well, what's he giving here? Japan faced with a real prospect of letting this slip. And that's it. And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. Well, this is a critical game, a chance for the perfect statement to any potential rival that you are aiming higher at their expense. It is quite a scene here in this grand Colosseum, bearing the name of the former president of its illustrious occupants, Estadio Antonio Vespuccio Liberti. But of course we know it much better as the Mass Monumental. So straight into the action. Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all... And Messi! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
It's quite a show he's putting on here. This is excellent work.
Argentina with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Oh, good play! No, just not quite.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
No way through. And no, that was never going to make it. Yamakawa. Kagawa. Endo. Japan are looking to break at pace. Well, that looks a decent ball. And he's there to belt it away. Foul right on the edge of the box. It could go either way here. Now the referee has given a free kick just outside the box. Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rein it in or suffer the consequences.
What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. Kubo! It is a fantastic goal. He's got himself an absolute peach. And Japan are in front. That was beautiful. Something close to genius.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Yeah, that's exactly what they required, but they need to be careful now. That goal could serve as a wake-up call for the hosts.
McAllister. Paredes, ploughing through the middle. Aims beyond the defence. It's been slipped through. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, that was vital.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Yamakawa. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. He's in plenty of space here. And it's Endo. Threads one in, and it's made its way to it. Chance for a shot! He's got a goal! They are purring, truly purring. So smooth, a signature finish.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead, and how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Lo Celso tries to pass it through. Messi picks it up out wide. And he shoots! Off the post! Caught offside that time. Now it's Kubo. He's a sharp little ball here. He's picked his way through. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
And he's picked it up out wide. Plays it in. Goes for a shot! And that's a good finish. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now, all of a sudden, it seems the belief is back.
Lovely feet. Showing great feet there. Oh, cracking ball. Lo Celso. Molina. Can he get it through? Messi in acres of space out wide. He is through here. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Endo. McAllister. To Martinez. Lo Celso. McAllister is always looking to break lines. And here's Messi. Messi! Denied by an instinctive save.
Messi clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Se agregarán 3 minutos al tiempo reglamentario.
Oh, good spread. Kubo gets into a good position. De Paul. And it's Paredes. And it's Rodrigo De Paul. Short changes him with that pass. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They want a good start to the second half.
Japan are leading, but it is still delicately poised. It's 2-1. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Tagliafico, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. He'll fancy himself from here. Well, the opening goal did come from just about here. Oh, smart save, he had plenty to do.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Endo makes the interception. Yamakawa for Kagawa. Yamakawa. And the pass is intercepted. McAllister. Tries one from range. That was superb goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Argentina have their second corner now. That has been knocked clear. Just eases him off the ball. And now they can spring out of defence. He's got away. Toma, real chance here. Big chance! It's a goal! A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Japan go up by... And Messi! Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. The referee's come over. It's a red card. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. He's shaping up to have a crack from here. This then an ideal chance to cut the deficit.
Entran número 8, número 18, cambio.
And this is shoots! The keeper's gone ever so well.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Corner number 3 coming up. And the keeper beats it away. And he whips, towering header! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Ito bumps him off it and wins back the ball. No, that's been intercepted. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
It's a promising position. And they've got a throw. And he's managed to get free. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Japan still have the cards to affect this game. Knocks it into space.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Lo Celso. Maida. He has found the way through. Steaming on goalwards. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And it's been played through. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Kubo. Yamakawa. Can he get on the end of this? DePaul. Shot, surely! And how did he not put that away?
And how decisive might that prove, Peter? It really would have put the wind in their sails if they were just one down, as opposed to two.
Good running, strong and purposeful. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Maida is onto this. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Now it's DePaul. And it's Messi. Tanaka. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Nicely weighted ball. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Always golf chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And he nearly went all the way.
Okay, credit him for his willingness to run at people, but you really shouldn't be afforded so much space down the middle of the pitch.
Se agregarán 3 minutos al tiempo reglamentario.
Ah, such a clever touch. Tries to play it through. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Here's Ito. Pass is just off target. And the referee brings it to a close. Japan can celebrate now. They have exactly what they craved. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?